Welcome back. In other crime news, police are investigating an incident that occurred shortly after 4:30 a.m. this morning, resulting in the arrest of 3 males and another male victim sustaining gunshot injuries. Police say officers attached to Operation Black Scorpion were on patrol in the area of Ida Street and Robinson Road when they observed a white Japanese model vehicle traveling east without their headlights on, traveling at a high rate of speed. In response, officers made an attempt to stop that vehicle, leading to a pursuit, during which time the suspects shot at the police, who returned fire. The chase continued until the vehicle later collided with a utility pole on the Eastern Road. 3 males, 2 of them 19 years old and another 17 years old, were arrested and a high-powered weapon was recovered. The suspects sustained injuries from the collision. Additionally, one of the 19-year-old males sustained gunshot injuries to his buttocks. Meanwhile, police discovered a motorist on East Street who was suffering from gunshot wounds, who said he was shot by the occupants of a white Japanese vehicle in the Robinson Road area, believed to be the suspects involved in that police chase. The shooting victim was taken to hospital for medical treatment. His condition is currently unknown. Police also investigating an armed robbery that occurred on Saturday on Hutchinson Street shortly before 11 p.m. Police say the victim, while in the Bainstown community, was allegedly approached by 3 males who were armed with a firearm who robbed him of his dark gray Chevrolet Cobalt. The suspects entered the vehicle and left the area, traveling south on Hutchinson Street. Later, while acting on information, officers recovered that vehicle on Ethel Street in Montel Heights. Inland Revenue Representative, that's Shonda Strawn, she's the acting controller at the Department of Inland Revenue, stressed the importance of registering short-term rental properties, or Airbnbs, especially those with high turnover rates, for tax compliance. She noted that registration helps with VAT collection and allows the government to better monitor the sector. Here's what she had to say.
Turnover is over 100,000, then yes, you need to be registered for VAT. And that would mean that you need a business license. But if your turnover in the whole area where you rent your property is under the $100,000 threshold, then no, we're not looking for you to register for VAT or have a business license unless you want to, for some reason or the other. So in an example that we did.
Ms. Strawn also addressed non-Bahamians who own Airbnb properties in the Bahamas. She emphasized that all property owners, regardless of nationality, must follow the guidelines to ensure fair taxation and accountability across the sector.
All foreigners, it doesn't matter what their turnover is, all foreigners have to be registered for VAT and have a business license. So if you are not a Bahamian and you own a property that you rent as an Airbnb, then you have to have a business license, you have to be registered for VAT, even if your turnover is $1. It doesn't matter what your turnover is. Also, if you're a Bahamian company, we expect that you would be registered with a business license and registered for VAT.
With over 20,000 Airbnb listings in the Bahamas and only 20% currently registered, Ms. Strawn urged all property owners to comply promptly, which will help the government once again track rental activity and improve collection of value-added tax in support of the national economic growth. And finally, this year's back-to-school value-added tax holiday began yesterday, Sunday, August 10th. Acting Controller Shonda Strawn from the Department of Inland Revenue, she made the announcement, noting that all school supplies, uniforms, shoes, school bags, note bags, textbooks, computer supplies, and more will all be VAT-free. Parents look forward to the VAT-free holiday, especially those with multiple children. The annual VAT-free holiday will run until September 6. That'll do it for your JCN Evening News. I'm Jareno Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.